We are going live. We are live. Good morning.
Hello.
I don't know what is wrong with Discord today, but it is. I was telling Kevin before the show. I don't know what it was. Nobody in particular. Not a single person in particular. Not an event. Not a thing. I don't know. I woke up angry today. And fucking Discord. And I just dropped the F-bomb when I was trying not to. That's how angry I am. And Discord isn't helping the situation. Why aren't the links working, Discord?
Come on.
Who do I choke for this?
Yeah, your eggs are a little scrambled this morning. Maybe go the cold brew route. Don't even bother heating up your coffee, because between Lolcow and some Beastables, me and Danny are going to get things roasted at a certain point in the next 2 hours.
Beastables. These mother sons of God.
Yep. These sons of God. Exactly. We are all children of the Almighty. Good choice of words on a Sunday morning, Danny. I appreciate that. What up, Josh?
Thank you, Josh. Nice to see you in the chat. Nice to see anybody that's here checking us out. Hope you all are doing great today.
We'll see you West Coast cats in a couple hours. Sorry. It's 7 a.m. for some of our viewers now. See, we got it. We got nice coverage, in my opinion, Danny. We got the Tuesday show for our West Coast viewers. We've got Saturday morning for our viewers across the pond once they sort out their whole, situation. I can understand if we don't see him today. Godspeed.
And something's probably on fire. Somebody's knocking at their door with machetes, dude. They don't got time for the Clout route anymore.
We'll still be here so you can laugh it off till the end.
Oh, I feel for the UK right now. Shouts out to those people. They're probably as angry as I am this morning. I've got a good. It's Sunday morning, and although most of when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I guess it was before I was a teenager, when I would watch cartoons on the weekend, it was usually Saturday morning cartoons. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong with Sunday morning cartoons either. And I feel like I probably watched cartoons on Sunday in the morning still.
You lucky dog.
As a kid, what'd they make you watch? Rush Limbaugh or something?
Oh, dude, there was no. It was church.
Even worse.
I was probably like 9 or 10, and then finally, we had to move to a completely new state to get out of that cult. But luckily, that was the end of it for me. So Sunday mornings by the preteen era, yeah, I was probably watching cartoons. I can't remember. I don't know if you know what? I probably wasn't getting too much TV time Sunday morning, dude. We were getting prepped for the Bears. Big Bears family growing up.
Oh, okay.
Me, a Colts fan, having a great time with it.
I guess like my stepdad was in one room, like doing the football thing. He left me to my dumb shit. He was like, okay, I want nothing to do with this. I'll go watch TV in my den or whatever. And then, yeah, so sometimes I was forced to watch the sports ball, but most of the time I got to watch what I wanted, or my mom was watching something, one of her things, which don't even get me started on what my mom forced me to watch when I was growing up. It's way too much Lifetime, way too much soap operas.
The days of our lives, dude. I do, man. I was in my preschool days. I was with a nanny all day who would watch soap operas all fucking day. It was that, or sort of the Nick at Night stuff. So like all day was soap operas, all night was sitcoms from the 50s. Yeah, exactly. It was just like, there's a reason all of my references are at least 20 plus years old. I'm still catching up on everything, I just got a DVD player. I've been watching VHS tapes until 2007.
I don't ever watch like a Nick at Night or anything, but dude, they still play like an I Dream of Jeannie and like family, like the
That was
old
on
school
there for
things,
sure.
Family Matters, shit like that. Do they play that old school shit, or does it like, I mean, as we get older, you know,
Ooh.
do they play Friends on there now or something, you know?
Oh, I wonder. Well, I bet Friends is all day Netflix, right? Or Friends is a juggernaut, so they're not going to end up on
They don't
one
get
of
the
those old
syndication.
classics. Probably not. I bet they cost too much.
Yeah, true.
But what? Yeah, maybe we'll start seeing Family Guy on it. That feels like a show that will just sell there. Like, yeah, well, you could stream anywhere. We'll put you on PBS. You need a slot? I don't care. We got 500 seasons. Have at it.
And Harles is usually the one, you know, the grounded one of all of us. And she
Whoop, you
says,
got
"Oh,
it.
we clicked it." She says that's TV Land now, I think, and then says if that's still a thing. So honestly, you know, nobody knows because nobody watches it.
I'm gonna scroll for it now. I had to dust off the old antenna for once every 4 years. I'll use it for the Olympics. Although that's a lie. Sometimes you
No
dust it off.
shit.
Yeah, you still get NBC on one of them things. You get about, I think, NBC and Fox, maybe CBS, ABC.
I can't believe that shit even. I mean, I guess it does it ever stop working? No, I guess not. I was just surprised that you can still
Gotta have our television. If there's
hook up a fucking antenna.
Oh yeah, dude. You don't even need to buy one of the big fancy ones you put up on the wall. My old one from 20 years ago still works. It's great.
Well, maybe your antenna TV could get this to play on it. I feel like we got a lot of controversy here at the top, and yesterday was let's see, what did it say? It is the 33rd anniversary of Doug. Okay, the 33rd anniversary.
Oh, you know about that number, right, Danny?
I mean, that shit's as old as me, dude. Holy shit.
That's Illuminati confirmed. 33rd. There are 32 degrees in Freemasonry. And so whenever you see the number 33, it's a reference to being an ascended Grand Master or some shit. I forget. But anytime you see number 33, you better look out, man. Whoosh.
Well, 33 years of Doug, almost 33 years of Danny too, but we're not there yet. Thank God.
Hashtag Illuminati confirmed. Knew it.
You can't accuse me of Illuminati shit yet. But no, a lot of these, I think back to old school cartoons and old school movies and stuff, and like you could get away with a lot more references, like racial references back then than you could today. Like, you know, you had white dudes trying their best, like Asian impression, and you've seen those fucking, you've seen those 20-year-old dated impressions that you're like, oh, I'm not touching that.
Oh, yeah, dude. Watch Superman in the early 90s. It's bad. It's real bad. Lots of Japanese villains.
Well, here's one of those. Celebrating 33 years of Doug with maybe a controversial moment, but honestly, brought me some peace this morning in my fucking anger. Plus, Doug's an egg too, even though I guess he should like think about coming home. He's definitely I mean, like, you're not hiding anything, Doug.
Yeah, just more it accentuates it. Accentuates it, if you will.
Accentuates it.
Might as well have a big blinking neon sign that says I'm losing my hair.
Oh, so here we go. Some Doug.
Yeah, there we go.
So they're about to eat sushi, but
wow.
This is like, it's not even like you know, they got in the studio and pulled a Cosmic Jive or whatever and made like a good song to put behind this. No. They were like, it'd be like Kevin being like, okay, Danny, we need some background music. Get on that mic. And I'm like, you know, making noises with my mouth. Like, except the most racist way you could possibly do it.
It reminds me of the I Want to Be Ninja lady. Like, that is stuck in my head now.
It's a lot.
This lady wants to chop, chow down, eat
She loves
sushi from
Chinese food.
Chinatown. What up, V-Dub?
Nice to see you, V-Dub.
Glad to see you're safe.
Perfect for V-Dub.
God damn. God
Is that
damn,
racist?
Doug. Jesus Christ. You kidding me?
That's
What up,
equivalent.
Shadow?
That's equivalent to being like, you know, pulling your eye, stretching your eyes, I feel like. Well, we're gonna try the sushi roll, ping tang tang, walla walla ping bang.
Yeah, my God, dude, that sounds like a joke my grandpa used to tell 20 years ago. I can't repeat it, but it involves dropping silverware downstairs or, you know, it's awful. Just some awful, very bad. What's the next thing? Is this guy gonna do some like calculus in his head or something in the next scene? He'd be like, "Oh, your tip should be. Hang on, you can do some Rain Man math stuff." How far into the stereotypes will they lean?
No, I fear something more racist is coming. Like the the table waiter is gonna come up and the aunt's gonna be like, ching chong, we need sushi now. She'll be like my stepdad when we used to go to the China buffet, be like, Mountain Dew, please, Mountain Dew.
Oh, what is that? Is that just like a hillbilly thing where you hear someone talk in broken English and you try to match it?
Yeah,
is it just like wired into our DNA? Because somehow we all learn to talk with that weird drawl anyway, which I imagine is just from mimicking what everybody else sounds like. So it's like it's like, what is that American thing where you hear somebody speak poor English and instead of you just speaking the good proper English, you try to like meet them halfway and say, car no go, I need wheel or something, where it's like, what, why are we, how is this the solution?
That's the whole character of Nikki Rachita, okay? Is just doing a southern voice because I've heard it so many times.
Oh, why say
which we'll get to.
Shadow
says, is Danny wearing a suit? Yes. Nikki Rachita is going to visit us in the later half of the show.
Oh, that's okay. He's
got some advising
now.
He's got some advising to do, but I couldn't do the bit all show. Can you imagine me talking like a hillbilly for the whole goddamn show? 2 hours of this fucking bullshit?
Grassy ass por los tacos, senor. Donde está lo biblioteca? I know that one.
Yeah. It is a little bit of that.
Explains why I hated sushi growing up. It was Doug.
The plate hits his head and it makes a fucking gong noise. Bong. I love it. There should have been. I mean, they need to get this person that's going bang, ching, chong, bang, bang, chong. They need to get that one.
They're still doing the song, dude. They're like, it's so aggressive. And it really is. I thought you were kidding before, but it really is just somebody going ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. That's the new concept. All right, guys, the next Cosmic Jive album is delayed because I am going to beatbox the whole thing. Gonna be coming in 20. I'll be out by the next Olympics, 2028. I got to sample some of this.
It seems like the creators at Doug, like, they tried to get their kids to eat sushi and they're like, no. And they're so mad about it that they wrote a whole scene in the show. Like, we've got to convince Doug to like sushi. This is bullshit.
Yeah. What? This is
He's
bullshit.
Like 10 eating sushi. Like, of course he doesn't want it.
Yeah. It took me years to eat sushi. Now I know why. What else did this show program me to do?
Not to mention, I think whatever's in that sushi probably kill that poor dog. Definitely animal abuse.
Yeah, why is the dog sitting at the table? All these bad habits.
Nikki Rachita would advise you not to feed your dog sushi, okay? It might result in his death, and that might result in you having a lawsuit, which actually would be good for me. So go ahead and feed your dog sushis and then call me.
I would advise that no one ever eat sushi Because it's gross. I
general,
tricked you.
period.
I didn't used to hate sushi. I still do. I always have. I always will. It's gross. Maybe I've only tried it 2 or 3 times. That's enough for me. Damn it.
You're just like Doug, aren't you? You are
Oh
just
yeah.
like Doug, aren't you?
That's I'm vibrating over here. I'm like, this is a trigger warning for me. Hang on. I'm gonna just put the banner up just for myself, dude.
How she sells it. They look like little tires, okay?
I love how they brought John Carpenter in here to play the synth for the second half of the. She's like, boom.
Well, it's gotta
Oh
get
my God.
it's gotta get creepy once the sushi actually comes out and the kids are eating it.
It's like a little Andalite slug. Remember that? The Animorphs.
Yes.
Thing gonna crawl into your ear and control your brain.
Another good Sunday morning viewing would be Animorphs. I'd love to watch that on a Sunday morning.
Oh, you know me, dude. I'm a books guy. You got to go back. I'm afraid to read them. Feel like they probably don't hold up as an adult, but goddamn, they were a ride.
We should just do like a Animorphs in review and watch every episode of the Animorphs on the show.
Okay, all right, yeah, I could do that.
I bet there's some F slurs in a couple Animorphs show. Back when it was chill to say that kind of shit, right?
Man, dude, that might be another parallel universe deal. I don't remember that one.
No, I'm being stupid.
Was that what in this universe did Drake do Animorphs instead of Degrassi? What happened?
Exactly. You didn't see that goat fucking going around in the wheelchair. Oh, dear Lord.
Imagine ice cream. So when you bite into this slimy eel, it'll be even more revolting to you. Oh,
I realize they've been doing the whole Family Guy, like, switch to another scene thing has been happening in animation since the dawn of, since it started. Like Nickelodeon was doing this all the way back and with Doug fucking doing a Family Guy bit. They're like, remember that one time?
this is worse than that time I got my shoes tied together.
Oh, it is kind of funny though. Yeah, here's Doug remembering how it is to eat ice cream in preparation for sushi. Love fish sticks. So I guess that works, Kevin. You need to start doing that more often, honestly. Is just think about the first time you ate ice cream when you're about to when I'm giving you like a new ghetto gastro Pop-Tart to try.
I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll remember the first time we did a popper on stream.
It's called pull a Joe Biden and just remember the first time you ate ice cream. Oh.
2 scoops for me, Jack.
2 scoops for me, Jack. All right, good morning to you, Sleek. Nice to see you this fine morning. All right, so this was what I was going to open up on before I found the Sunday morning cartoons. I thought that was a little better vibes at the top than what I'm about to show you. But this is initially what I wanted to open on. Kevin Sorbo, another Kevin, not the greatest Kevin.
No, he's far down on the list at this
point. If there was a hierarchy, okay, coolest Kev, the butthole shaver, Kevin Sorbo. Who lands higher on your list of Kevins?
Sorbo for now. Sorbo for now.
Okay, Sorbs. Until it comes out that, until his butthole shaving videos come out.
They're out there. I don't know if they're for public consumption. They're just for the executive producers over at Christ Flicks or whatever he's doing right
now. So here he is. If Kamala really is black, have her say the N-word and let the people decide for themselves.
Dude.
Which I kind of agree. Wouldn't that solve the problem real quick if she just came out and was like, my N-words? Wait.
Hoy. Why does he have to have Kevin on his name when he says stuff like that? This is why we always get worked into jokes in comedies and even commercials, God damn. This is why in Rick and Morty, the weirdo who gets forced to track everyone's wieners is named Kevin. You know, it's because of Kevins like this that go out online and say and do stupid things that make us look like a collection of idiots instead of the Kang the Conqueror ripoff that I'm clearly going for here.
Right?
It's bullshit.
N-word.
See, Glenn Beck, the people decided with Glenn Beck, okay, he said my N-word and they were on board. They're like, oh, hold up. Glenn's based. So I encourage Kamala, come out and drop a few N-bombs. Well, no big deal. No big deal. Not unprofessional at all.
I just love that they're going with this. Did you see? I don't know if we ended up talking much about this when Trump had that wonderful interview where he said that, you know, the interviewer was like something. First of all, he asked if she was a DEI hire, and he's like, "Define that for me, please." And she's like, "This is what it is." He's like, "No, I want your definition." She's like, "That is the definition. We don't, sir, we don't do that here. This is what the word means. This is, well, I want you to tell me what do you think it means, huh? Why don't you tell me, huh? I don't even live in the continental United States anymore. Two wings of the same bird.
Wait until
I've played
Tuesday,
golf
dude.
with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. They
Wait
party
until
together.
Tuesday, dude. I've got a good clip, Jesse Ventura clip for you, for sure.
I just love this whole thing. They're like, 5 years ago she was Indian, now she's black. What's up with that?
You can't be both, okay? You got to pick. You got to re-up every year, you know?
Since when are people from two places? It makes no sense to me. What is this? Your parents in the circus?
Two parents? That doesn't make any sense.
And one of them's not from Russia? How did this happen? Where are these websites? Who didn't tell me?
So here's a good one. This one was cracking me the fuck up when this popped up on my feed. Okay, so we've talked about Alinity before on the stream. I mean, she's been in her own controversies, funny clips over the years that we've been doing this. Okay, Alinity crossed my desk, but not in a good way, I would say. I guess this would be a bad way, but I don't know. You tell me, Kevin. Do you ever prepare your nipples for the stream?
Yeah, like, do you mean like, do I have a different way, or is it the same time for every show?
I put duct tape over my nipples so that it doesn't rub against my shirt while I'm streaming.
Yeah. See, the key is to alternate hot and cold air. You know. So
Okay.
no, yeah, I'm always stemmed up before we go.
Okay.
I got the camera cut off because it's for me only. It's a confidence thing. I don't actually want you guys to see it, but like I need to know that they're poking out. So yeah, I'm always ready to go.
And make sure I turn the
this
AC.
Should probably be a we're gonna do a trigger warning just in case you're a Protestant.
You don't see any nips. You don't see any
okay.
nips. She didn't prep her nips before she got in.
She didn't do her nip prep, dude.
To prep her nips, dude, and that's what we're gonna talk about here. So
that's like the first thing they teach you.
Prepare your nips, everybody. Josh, V-Dub, Sleek, Harls, Shadow, get your nips ready.
Wait, hang on. You probably shouldn't say stuff like that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Now I'm gonna have to disavow. I'm gonna have to put out a tweet.
Is there an apology?
You know what?
Apology for that one.
Yeah, I'll get chat on it. Chat GPT.
Check this one out.
As someone who has adequately reviewed the Twitch TOS, if you know that your nipples are out, you're actually not allowed to have them showing through your top if you are aware of it. So the only time that it's okay to show your nipples through your top is when you are unaware and it is an accident.
Which, okay, that makes sense.
So,
whoa!
Hey, hang on a second.
That's crazy that she does that, because like rubbing nipples is like something that turns me on.
Hey, wait a second. I wasn't expecting to get that pro tip there at the end. What the hell? She's like, while we're here, guys, that's a huge anyway. God, what the hell? Headbug, welcome to the show. You got here at the right time.
I love it when people rub their nipples. Okay, I love it. It turns me on. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? No, I can, dude. This might be like I don't know if this holds trauma or anything. I don't know. Like, the trauma's never registered for me. I'm about to tell you something. Maybe.
Hang on.
Bad. This might be bad. You might have to put disavow for this or trigger warning or something. But I can remember in like, God, it had to be like 6th grade. You know, I wasn't too old when an older friend of mine, this is like a few years older, so he may have been in high school at this point. And I was like a 6th grader. So he was like an 8th grader or 9th grader maybe, and I was a 6th grader hanging out. We were like neighborhood friends or whatever. And he told me, he's like, did you know that it feels good to squeeze your nipples? And at 6th grade, I was like, wait, what? Like, I just never had heard of the nipple thing. So yeah, I can remember in 6th grade when I learned that, like, oh, if you like twist on the nipples a little bit, is this appropriate for church morning talk?
Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it was going to be at church. Your buddy had just watched Meet the Fockers, I bet, and was like, I know.
Is that a bit in Meet the Fockers? I can't remember.
I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Yeah, I mean that's a little different.
TMI. There it is.
Oh,
that was not Danny. That was actually a Nick Racheta story. Racheta, sorry.
Oh, anyways, though, prepare nipples, okay? Prepare nipples. He didn't touch my nipples. I will say that.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody got here at the right time.
What's up with that? What's up with Oh. What's up with that everybody decides to tune in at the same time when we're talking about nipples?
All I know is
traumatic experience when some guy, you know, told me and he referenced my nipples. Think about that.
That I probably should have reported him to the police. But all I know, Danny, you just had back-to-back couple of banger opening segments there. We had our cartoon time capsule. For those of you who just joined, make sure you check that out at the end of the show. Well worth it. And now, you know, we're probably going to need a halftime early, Danny, because that last segment, I gotta sort a few things out. Turns out I need to alternate some hot and cold air over here in my studio. I forgot to turn the fan on, so we're
all right. Everybody stop playing with your nipples now, okay? We're moving on. Hey, yeah, let's see everybody's hands, okay? Hand check. Oh, anyways, let's get into some other stuff, okay? Enough about the nipples.
You have not missed it, Headbug. It is coming soon. Danny's going to have a guest speaker today.
Let's see. What do I want to get into next? So Pest sent us a clip this week. And I thought this would be a fun one to get into before we got into any of the big stories today. The big stories, you know, the hard-hitting news that is RFK Jr. I can't wait to actually talk about it, honestly. It's one of the best clips ever, dude. But Pest sends us an angry Karen, so we must watch. Pest, first in the chat. Nice to see you. Let's watch the angry Karen invade your house, Kevin, okay? Imagine this. Imagine you're brand new. I just moved into a nice place, okay? My furniture's all set up. Can't wait to invite my friends over. And somebody invites themselves in.
Okay. I'm there. I'm in that headspace. Kind of easy for me right now. Yeah. Okay. Are the walls blue by chance?
The walls what?
I said, are the walls blue in my new place?
They're still white.
Teal. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what my place is going to look like in a month when I spend $1,000 remodeling it with the cheap linoleum floor and some white paint, baby.
So, okay, let's check this out.
Probably like $300, let's be honest.
My first Karen.
You two
literally walked into my house.
I know I'm walking to your house.
Amazing.
Hang on a second, Danny. Did you vet this
no.
video properly? Because I've seen a lot of videos that start this way, and I don't think the end result can actually be played on YouTube. I think that's more of a, you know, a hub type site. What?
Yeah, you're right. This does
Did you vet
seem
this
like
link?
this does seem like the intro to something I've seen somewhere.
Yeah.
I promised you this is all above board, okay? Nobody gets stuck in any washing machines or anything like that. We're all good.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
So, invited herself into the house. Interesting.
I know, it is amazing. And we're going to report you. I'm now going to report this to the owner because this is too much. You guys do this all the time.
Feel free.
So if you don't want people to come in, don't write entrance.
Why do you hate
We're
music
top
so
third
much?
floor. Because
So she says, if you don't want people to walk in, don't put entrance on the front door.
What is that logic? Yeah, don't put a welcome mat in front of your door if you don't want me to just walk into your house. Hey, this lady a vampire? Dude, she better tell them about these rules. Imagine that bunch of idiots, immortal, this whole time, just been waiting for people to let them in. They could have just been walking in the whole time, as long as it said entrance somewhere. Bunch of dummies.
Like, who does that anyways, though? It is kind of interesting to me that she says that. Like, if you don't want people walking in, then don't label it an entrance. Do you, like, I don't have a sign at my front door that has like an arrow pointing and says like entrance. It's usually just like people assume the front door is the entrance.
That'd be like, so one of my neighbors has like a little sign up that says deliveries to the back or whatever. And it's just like, could you imagine if they just unloaded their truck and just said, oh, well, your sign says deliveries in the back, so I just assume that every delivery I have today is meant to go into your backyard. Like, who is taking signs this literally? My God. Imagine that. At least this lady can read.
That's right. I mean, when I see a no parking sign, I park there anyways. Fuck those people.
Maybe she's just a great home security salesperson. Yeah, she's a Cobb right now in Inception.
Oh, she's doing a favor.
She's doing her Mr. Charles thing right now.
She's like, it's real easy just to open your front door and get right in here. Let me sign you up for some what ring? We got Ring doorbell, okay? Oh.
Brother's doormat says come back with a warrant. There it is. Boom. I'm gonna go find that one.
you guys have been doing this all the time.
Hey, you know, you could have just knocked on the door and the doorbell. We would have turned it
Oh,
on.
no. We did. You guys didn't hear it.
So again, I'm surprised because she says that like, oh, I thought that like they were going out into like an apartment hallway. Like, this is what I kind of figured when I started watching this. Like, oh, they're in like an apartment complex. She just like invited herself in through their hallway or whatever. This lady, I was about to say this bitch. This lady walks up to their house and walks just like right in. Like, it's not oh, we have a hallway connecting us or like anything like that. She walks through their front yard up to their house and into their place without permission. I might add.
That, dude, could you imagine being comfortable enough to do that? Luckily enough for me, you know, been through some different living situations. Let's just put it that way. And there is no way I would ever feel confident enough. If you invite me to your house and say something like, hey, the door's open, I'm probably still firing off a text, like and I'm here
Warning
text.
knock.
Like, I'm not just walking into anyone's house unless it's an established thing, you know, like I will just break into Danny's house at any time because we have an established thing.
Right.
If I'm ever out of food or something, I know how to get in. I just get in and no one hears me because it's the middle of the night. But other than that, I'm not just walking into anyone's house. I can't imagine. This lady
That's where
has
all
not
my
been
ghetto
told
blaster
no.
Pop-Tarts have been going, huh?
Yeah, that's why they're. See, you told the people in your review they only put one in the package, and that's just a lie. I've been bringing a hair
Skimming off the top.
straightener with me and just resealing the bitch when I'm done.
Kevin's stealing my fucking Pop-Tarts. No, did I ever tell you about? I had a criminal entry case of my own. I guess I'll tell you guys. Let's watch this clip, and then I'll tell you the story about the criminal entry into my home.
And that was the direction you chose to take this. Thank you. Have a great night. What's your
Kevin
name?
used to be homeless.
Which house is yours, Miss Trespasser?
Like, look at how she had to walk. Like, this is almost like the
Which lady
back
this is.
door. She walked clear down their fucking.
BMW.
She walked clear down their driveway.
Oh, it's always a BMW driver. They think they own the road. They think they own your house. They think they own the parking lot. You can take as many spots as you want, dipshit. Now I am parking next to you, you asshole. Think you're the only fucking car in the lot. Just go, yeah, I drive a BMW. I'm a piece of shit. That's right. I will there is only one stereotype in this entire world that I agree with, and that is the one of BMW drivers. Right? If I see you come out of one, I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you.
I thought you were gonna say something about women and driving.
Okay, so there's only two stereotypes. I agree.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
kidding. I'm kidding.
We're on the same page. Yeah. Kidding, guys.
I love women. Okay. No one loves
They're
women
great.
more than I do.
They're great people. Okay, just grab them and they love it.
Whammon drivers. No, Cybertruck's still worse. Yes, that's true. That's
absolutely true. Correct. Yeah. But no, my forcible entry was I lived in a duplex at the time. I lived in it was on campus or whatever, and it was a house split in half by like cardboard. I mean, you could barely tell that there was a wall in between us. You could hear everything, smell everything. Seriously. Like if they would be cooking something strong smelling, we're smelling it in our side of the house, practically like we live together, right? It's practically like we live under the same roof. Well, our neighbor, this lady, took that literally. I had a roommate that was a salesman of sorts. People would come to our house to to buy things off of him. What a good salesman he was. And our neighbor found out that he was a salesman. Okay. So she was buying stuff off of him all the time. She thought he was a great salesman too. And I guess she was, trying to contact my roommate, the salesman. And my roommate didn't feel like being a salesman that day. It wasn't his full-time job,
Oh, one of those salesmen.
One of those salesmen. He didn't feel like putting on the hat today, okay? So he wasn't answering the neighbor. And that wasn't good enough for the neighbor, apparently, because it's, I assume what really had happened. She's texting my roommate, the salesman. Hey, let me come over and buy some of your items. Let me come over. No answer. But she hears us through the wall. I mean, you hear me through the wall, definitely. Whether I, laughed or whatever, or I'm just fucking saying something to somebody.
Just yelling bollocks.
Right, exactly. So they probably heard me next door. She's probably hearing me carry on next door. I mean, we were even partaking in our own things that we buy from a salesman. I think that's what we were doing at the time. Those things you do in college, And I can remember just sitting on my couch with my wife is next to me. Like she wasn't my wife at the time, but my wife was sitting next to me. My buddies are on the other couch across from us. I'm looking straight forward. I can see the front door. And knock, knock. Oh, I'm not answering that. My wife. Oh, I don't want to answer it either. Nobody wants to answer. Everybody's opposed to answering the door to the neighbor. So we don't. Knock, knock again. Knock, knock again. Until finally, straight up open the door and walk in. Okay. She straight up walks in our front door, and I stand up immediately. Get straight off my couch. get the fuck out of my house. What the fuck? And she says to me, it still makes me laugh thinking about it. I'm the alpha and you're the omega, okay? And this is my house. We live under the same fucking roof and I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to ask to come here. And well, I corrected her on that statement. I says, you got to ask if you're coming into my house and get the fuck out of here. I mean, obviously more things ensued. This same lady got shot by her roommate for not cooking hot dogs for them. So it all tracks somehow, you know.
Wild, dude. I forgot about some of this stuff. That's, man, you just, like Carl said, she must have really needed some steak knives. It was either that, right, or that shop vac that can just pull wine right out of your carpet.
I hate letting people borrow the shop vac, okay? They steal it. They never bring the shop vac back. They think, oh, whatever. If they need the shop vac again, they'll just hit me up. They'll just, hey, you still got the shop vac? No, you can't use my shop vac anymore, okay? You're not allowed. Don't ask me. You never bring it back, motherfuckers. But V-Dub says shot over hot dogs. The lady was shot over a hot dog. Seriously, we hear the pop in the house. I thought it was like fireworks or something outside. She got shot in the chest for not making a hot dog. And then she walked and then ended up crawling to the gas station down the road. The police ended up telling us all this later, you know, because my wife's car ended up getting stolen. So we talked to the police and they're like, oh, did you catch what happened to your neighbor the other day? And we're like, no, you know, I probably assumed it was something crazy. This bitch just tried to break in my house the other day. And he's like, yeah, you know, just shot over not making a hot dog. I was like, I can't believe they're telling me this. What?
See, I thought that was a euphemism. I thought you were, you know, being like, oh, yeah, he sold stuff. Maybe sometimes he cooked some of the stuff that he sold and he's out here selling hot dogs. But no, literally,
literally,
it was literally over a stadium dog. They were out of relish and she picked up the wrong mustard, which, again, would upset me. You show up with brown mustard and I'm expecting yellow.
That is a crime, actually.
Game over. It's unfortunate for you that I always bring chocolate pudding to any sort of potluck, just in case somebody there pisses me off. I got something to throw at them. So bring that stadium mustard around me, pal.
All right, so
no, I added the mustard part. I don't know. I made that part. That's just me. I embellished a little bit, if you will.
Yeah, right.
Hot dog with ketchup. I'm getting my cap gun. All right. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. Relish, mustard, sure. Ketchup. I mean, ketchup is just offensive altogether. I'm sorry. Ketchup is like fucking troglodytes fucking condiment, okay?
Hey, you've been watching too many 90s cartoons, Dan. You can't say stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I take it back. Anyway,
it's Sunday, you call them Philistines, okay?
You fucking
you Philistine. Get out of here.
All right. Let's watch my favorite Philistine. I'm sorry, Harles. I was just kidding. We love ketchup.
You can have all my ketchup.
Yeah, you can have all the ketchup. I'm fine
Double
with that.
portions for you. I don't need any of it.
You know, another reason why I don't like ketchup, okay? And now that we're on the topic of ketchup, I just hate the way it tastes, looks, smells, everything. But think about this, guys, okay? Think about this. When you visit your friend's house, when you visit the restaurant, you know, when you go somewhere else and partake in someone's ketchup, do you know how long they've had that ketchup bottle? Have they cleaned the inside of that ketchup bottle, the ring inside, the moldy, disgusting top to it? Have they peeled the crust off of the cap in a long time? You know, you don't know what somebody else's ketchup bottle is up to. That's all I got to say.
If they don't have packets at the restaurant, just don't. Okay. I've worked at multiple restaurants in my day, and I think you would all be shocked at some of the policies when it comes to those refillable bottles that are out there on your table. You know, you might think something crazy like, oh, I bet when they're done with this, they just buy a new one. Nah. You might have an even crazier idea of, well, I'm sure they at least wash this thing out, run it through the dishwasher once before they put the new stuff in. No, sir. You're thinking, well, at the very least, there's no way that once it gets kind of close to the bottom that they just dump new shit on top of it and never get the old shit out of the bottom, right? There's no way that is what happens.
Sorry to break the news to you.
Everybody have fun at lunch today?
I'm already sick and it's not even lunchtime. I don't want any lunch today. Just
remember, the lowest paid employees are also the ones usually washing the dishes too. So, think about that. Tip everyone. Make sure you tip your waiters though if you do go. Come on, don't be a dick.
The restaurant biz, criminally underpaid, okay? Oh, goodness gracious. So here's my clip, baby. This is the one that I have been waiting for. This is the funniest story. Okay. I hate RFK. Let's start there. I hate this fucking guy. I can't stand to listen to this motherfucker. I was telling Kevin before the show, we got Lil Pump saying if Kamala wins the election, I'm going to move to Canada, and it's every other person.
It's your problem now, eh?
It's every other person saying the Trump thing too. I'll move out of the country if Trump becomes president. Blah, 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 blah. No, I can deal with fucking 4 more years of Trumpy fascist bullshit or Kamala screaming and dancing. I can't deal with 4 years of this motherfucker talking, dude. I would end it. I would jump into the fucking Pacific Ocean if I had to listen to this guy for 4 fucking years. 3 minutes and 21 seconds, maybe. But for 4 years, dude, undoable. Not possible.
I don't know how you would talk if you had a bunch of gravel force-fed to you for 8 straight years. I mean, if I were president, it was going to be a good time for everybody. Everybody's going to prosper. We're all going to... We're going to get Sirhan out of jail. I don't think Sirhan did it. I think he's a patsy.
Sorry, I can only do like 30 seconds of it before
you got to start like you're on to something, like you've got the bass line, but then you've got to start going like up and down with it because his voice fluctuates so much. Like you'll see. Like you've got the bass line, but then you got to add a little bit of that. It's something like that. I also love their table spread here, dude. Check this out. They've got like a tub of gravy with a spoon in it, a tub of mayonnaise with a spoon in it. Other white mysterious shit.
This is the all-American breakfast from IHOP. It's good.
More vibrato.
You're gonna get good at this, Kevin. I can feel it.
Can't wait for my RFK Jr. Jesse Ventura hybrid.
I don't even live in the continental United States. I'm down here in Cuba where they love my uncle down here. It's great. They love me too.
That might be too cursed. That might be too cursed.
Why don't you tell me what to do then?
Let's listen to RFK Jr. serenade Roseanne here, and they've got some kind of filter on that's like trying to blur the backgrounds and stuff, like a TikTok filter or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but this whole video just cursed. Are you ready? Grab yourself a fucking
aye, Captain.
Grab yourself a deer rib, a deer shank, dip it in some mayo, and sit back and listen.
I was taking a group of people falconing in Hudson Valley, and I was supposed to meet them there at like maybe 8 or 9. I was driving up maybe really early, like 7, and that woman in a van in front of me hit a bear. And
you notice how they put subtitles on this?
I don't know what you're talking about, Danny. I'm telling you a very amusing anecdote about a woman killing a bear.
All right, you're honing in.
It's the true story of the cocaine bear. I was there in Tennessee.
Woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it. A young bear. So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear. And it was very good condition. And I was going to wear the meat in my refrigerator. And
So
I was going to turn the bear into a blanket.
This motherfucker picked up some roadkill and he said, I'm going to put the meat in the freezer and I'm going to skin this motherfucker for a rug, dude. I've never heard of somebody, besides like deep South hillbillies from where Nikki Rachita's at, only my neighbors are the kind of people that go out there to the street and pick up animals off the side of the road to skin and make into rugs, okay? I never heard of such a damn thing.
I mean, you mean a bearskin rug on the top of your bed? There's just nothing. There's no better way to assert your dominance in your bedroom than to have a dead animal with its head hanging off where your feet go.
Damn, she just hit a fucking bear. Time to grab that thing up, skin it for my fucking rug, baby.
Thought you said this was Robert Kennedy Jr., not Davy Crockett III.
Same difference, same bloodline, right?
Actually, yes, it's a little known fact about my family. We skin bears all the time. Catholic bears.
And a lot of people are trying. I know there might be some people in chat. I don't know if I've seen it yet, but a lot of people are making the connection between this story, him picking up roadkill, and the brain worms. I mean, I can imagine that, you know, if you frequent picking up dead animals on the side of the road, I could kind of imagine how you'd get a fucking brain worm.
So this woman, she killed a bear with her van, and I was gonna nurse it back to health with my nipples, and I when all of a sudden this green slug, alien looking slug thing kind of came out of its ear, and now it came into my ear, and now I have a general from an alien army telling me what to do and controlling my every move and thought. It's very arousing.
Sorry, wait, hang on. This is Sunday show. Sorry.
Rewind
that last part.
Your wires are crossed. The nipple thing was somebody else, Kevin.
That's what you think, Danny.
Do roadkill bears turn you on, Kevin? Oh, dear Lord.
What can I say? I'm a patriot.
Roadkill bears don't even turn Roseanne on. You can see her face during this whole fucking clip. She's like, what the fuck?
Well, she thought it was a polar bear. I thought the bear was white.
You can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear. And so then we went hawking, and I had the bear in my car. And then we had a really good day, and we went late. We were catching a lot of game, and the people really loved it. So we stayed late, and instead of going back to my home in Westchester, I had to go right to the city because there was a dinner at Peter Luger's Steakhouse.
So,
dude, this is such an old man telling you a story. Like, I think, was it Peter Luger? I can't remember. Well, maybe
we
it was
went to a Peter Luger Steakhouse.
Was it Peter Luger or Frank Wagner? I can't. Anyway, like where it's like, Grandpa, that doesn't matter.
Right.
You started this story 20 minutes ago, and we still haven't gotten you out of the car into the restaurant. Just tell me what Frank said at dinner, for the love of God. And can I have another Werther's, please?
This motherfucker just described to us that at the beginning of his day, before he went on a long day of hiking with his buddies or whatever, that they found roadkill and stuck it in the back of his car. Then it sat there in the back of his car all day while they were running around and hiking. And then he went straight to the city and went out to a Peter Luger Steakhouse with a fucking dead bear in the back of his car still.
Well, Pete Luger Steakhouse, they have it's a lot like, have you ever heard of the Jones barbecue and foot massage? They'll just barbecue, they'll fry anything, deep fry anything. Pete Luger's, I wanted him to grill me a bear steak, okay, in honor of
I get it, okay.
Of my father's Patsy, Sirhan. What about the woman in the polka dot dress? Why won't anybody let me talk about her?
It's starting to make sense then. Yeah, Peter Luger has a roadkill stipulation. You can bring in and get your own steak cooked up.
It's my favorite thing about it's yeah, like Headbug says, dementia on steroids. He's telling you a story that happened at 5 p.m., but halfway into it, he's got to pull the whole Carlito's way and actually like, no, we're gonna go back to before the beginning and tell you like we're starting the story 75% of the way in, but then I gotta go back and tell you what I had for lunch at Lex Luger's Steakhouse, whatever the fuck we're doing here.
As your redneck lawyer here, RFK Jr., I just had to advise you that would not pick up roadkill off the side of the road and put it in your car, okay? Just don't do that.
It's stolen valor. I was gonna tell people I shot that bear.
And at the end of the dinner, it went late, and I realized I couldn't go home. I had to go to the airport, and the bear was in the car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car, because that would have been bad. So then I thought,
You think? He's smart guy.
at that time, this was a little bit of the redneck in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
He says, now I'm getting to the little bit of redneck in me, okay? It wasn't when you picked the roadkill up off the fucking road, bro.
That wasn't stop to think.
Well, actually, I have a flight to catch, so maybe I won't have time to fillet up this bear after all. You know, maybe I should just leave it in the ground.
Like,
hello, King. Welcome to the
show. Hello, King. Welcome. Get yourself ready for some brainworms this morning. Get yourself ready for some brainworms this morning. Okay, we got it straight out of the bear.
Caught a hawk with my bare hands down in Pigeon Forge. Way more hawks than pigeons. I was surprised.
Oh.
They had just put in the bike lanes, and saw a couple of people got killed, and it was every day, and people had been badly injured. Every day it was in the press. And so I thought, I wasn't drinking, of course. But
now he's talking about a dream he had or something.
Thought this was a good idea.
He says, I wasn't drinking, but my friends who were drunk with me thought this was a great idea, what he's about to describe here. So that's a great start to every story, is like, well, we were all drunk and we decided to do this.
Yeah, everybody but me. I wasn't drunk, but the drunk people outvoted me. And look at Roseanne. She's like, I've heard somebody cue one of these up before, mister.
That face is totally like, yeah.
If she wasn't so high, she had to hold her coffee with both hands, she'd be throwing up that X right now. She's like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking lunatic. Huh?
I thought this the whole video too, like always keeping an eye on her face. She's like, every reaction she makes, she's like, this motherfucker is nuts. He's lost it. Oh, I vote for RFK. Oh my God, dude, what's wrong with this guy? Yeah, RFK Jr.
He's got my vote, damn it. I can't wait for the Andalite Chronicles to be live action and like real. I'm in.
Is that how we solve hunger across the United States? We start reusing roadkill. Come on down to RFK Jr.'s local spot where we grill up all the roadkill for free. You can come here and eat, okay? We're providing a service.
We got ketchup. We got this Karen. She'll hand deliver your food. She'll just walk into your house. And she don't care. Quit making so much noise. Here's your bear. Shut up. It said welcome on the door, damn it. I let myself in. Vampire rules, bitch.
And I said, I had an old bike in my car that somebody had asked me to get rid of. I said, let's go put it in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. It'll be funny for people. So everybody thought
this dude's bought a snuff film before.
Did that, and we thought it would be amusing for whoever found it or something.
So,
yeah, he thought it'd be amusing for the park employees that would have to clean that fucking crime scene up and be. Well, I mean, it's a bit of a gaffe, right? It's sort of like if they did on Workaholics, I would laugh, but not in real life, dude.
When do you see a corpse in front of you in real life and laugh? Like, what kind of people are we dealing with here? What kind of guy is RFK Jr.? He's like, I thought people would stumble upon this corpse of a bear and just have a good chuckle. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I've never once saw the dead raccoon, you know, on the side of the fucking road and like, ha ha ha, good one.
God, look at that little fucker, huh? God. I bet that was funny when it happened live. Yeah. Jesus. You know, I thought I'd get a good laugh. Vita brings up a great point, putting the bear in Central Park, as if the poor, unfortunate souls who are already subjected to living in New York, of all places, of all the ungodly, disgusting, just horrible places you could ever live. New York's got to be in like the bottom 12. And Central Park is probably scary enough without thinking about what is out here that is killing bears. I didn't even know bears were here in the first place.
Well, of course,
I was worried about pimps.
It was a biker, Kevin. The bicycle that he left next to the bear corpse. It makes perfect sense that you could hit a bear on your bicycle and kill it.
Yeah, and you could die too. That's how Freddie Mercury died. You guys, that's actually what bicycle race is really about. You didn't know that. Now you do.
Bicycle. Oh.
Unreleased track. They only released it because he died. Okay, now I really sound like Jesse Ventura. Yeah, you know Freddie Mercury, who's been replaced. The real one died with Paul McCartney. They were in a car wreck. I was there.
The next day, it was like, it was on every television station. It was the front page of every paper. And I
Okay, now he sounds like Trump.
There was like a mile of yellow tape, and there were 20 cop cars. There were helicopters flying over it.
This is a crime, right?
Oh my God.
Like if we did this, the state is getting their pound of flesh, right, Danny? Like if we were just a couple of drunk dudes who did this and wasted that much of the police's time and money, they're putting you in a cage, dude.
Absolutely. I'm going to end up as roadkill. Okay. That's what would happen to me. In Ohio, yeah, I would end up as roadkill somewhere. And then I'd be fucking cooked up out of Peter Luger's for fucking RFK. Okay. If I dropped a fucking bear in the middle of fucking Central Park or whatever, like what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, they'd stuff me in that bear and light it on fire. Like the end of spoiler alert, my favorite movie, Midsummer. It's not my favorite movie. I don't know why I said that. I shouldn't have lied to you, but it's a weird movie.
I think you're lying again. You're double lying here, aren't you? It is actually your favorite movie.
It's the double bluff. You got me, dude. Goddamn.
I know why too. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's a light bears on fire. It's great. I'm always like, yeah, fuck that bear. They're like, guys, there's a guy in there. I don't give a shit, dude. He's pro bear. He's got to go. Burn him.
But in case you don't take RFK Jr. at his word there, if you could understand it, you know, in case you don't believe the captions that were underneath that video we just watched, here you go. He took a picture of himself with it. He just had to prove that he committed some kind of crime and got away with it.
What? Oh man, that's a trigger warning, right? Should we get that? Hang on. There we go. Oh, that doesn't cover much of it. Damn. I was like, hang on. I can make this less bad, but I don't know if I can. Oh my God, that is brutal. Why would you do what? That is some most Bluth family disconnected to what the real world and what people are actually into, what normal people would think is funny. You'd have to be some kind of rich weirdo who's into big game hunting to be like, wouldn't it be funny if I think it'd be funny if we put a dead bear in the park, and then people be like, oh God, who put that bear there? And I'd be like, vote for me, bitch.
The brainworm fucking corpse fucking collector trying to be our president. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude. This guy he should be in jail. He should be in a park ranger jail. I don't even know if they have those, but they need to make them just for him. Like what if that was Smokey's kid? We wouldn't be all here like, oh yeah, like who's gonna tell the next generation not who can prevent forest fires? No one.
because Robert Kennedy thought I'm just going to take this bear carcass away from the scene of the crime and we're going to put it downtown.
Well, that was the plan, Kevin. Him and his friends are going hiking and they like to fucking light up a ciggy every once in a while, and they got fucking Smokey on their balls every time they go out. You know, he's coming up. Hey, dude, you can't be having that cigarette out here in the wilderness, okay? You light the whole place up, then I'll die. And they're like, you want to die? Is that what you said? And they hit him. They ran over him with their car, and then they put him in the back and saved him for later to eat. Okay, that's what kind of satanic rituals are going on here with your fucking politics.
Well, to be fair, my pass to the Bohemian Grove had been revoked, so I said, well, we'll just make our own grove.
But this just goes to show you there is no point in having a designated driver if the DD is just going to bend to the whims of a car full of drunk people, because that's the story, right? It wasn't me. I was just the sober one, and it's my car. All my drunk friends told me to throw a bear in the trunk and take it with me to Lex Luger's Pint House or whatever the hell they went.
Do they not have Smokey the Bear in the UK? Do you guys not know Smokey? Who's Smokey? Who the fuck is Smokey, dude? Who is
No
Smokey?
wonder it's so hot over there all the time. Just got forest fires left and right because there's no bear to tell you not to do it.
They don't care about their forests in the UK, dude. They don't give a fuck. They've got other problems, like fucking what's going on over there now? Mobs of people stabbing and murdering UK natives. Sorry, guys. Dude. I mean, sometimes that shit happens, It's just the way it goes sometimes.
They need Steve from Machete Squad over there to help them out.
We should send Kyle Rittenhouse over there. I bet he'd get it straightened out pretty quick. Oh, dear Lord. Halftime, so I know you've been drinking some coffee, so get your break in here while I go over the liking and the commenting and the subscribing with the folks here, okay? Now the show isn't over, folks. The show isn't over, folks. Okay, we got plenty of show going here. I don't know what accent that is. We got plenty of shows still going here, okay? Still got some Lolcows stuff to laugh at. Still got some Mr. B stuff to get angry about. I mean, that fucking loser. But before we get there, make sure you like the stream. Okay, if you're not subscribed, get that D. Subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate that very much. Leave us a comment in the chat, or if you're watching the replay here, leave us a comment in the comments section. I would love to like and heart it and all that jazz. Okay, thank you guys for being here and watching. If you would like to get shouted out at this portion of the show, you can donate $1 or $5. Actually, you can donate $1 or $5, but only the $5 gets you shouted out at this segment of the show. So correction there. $1 or $5 on YouTube or on Patreon, and the $5 will get you shouted out as a shout out producer. Speaking of which, Pest, Kind of Cool Greg, Ryan, Unstoppable Jojo, Kia Cat, August Child on Patreon. Thank you. And Headbug, Hash, VDub, Renula, Harles, Kangaloope, Baz, Adam Price, Teaching Turtles, Dingus McRibs, Emma Lamiri. I need to see this person so I know how to say their name. McMuffin, Steffi, and Advent. Thank you guys all for being here, listening, getting your gifted subs, subscribing to our memberships and all that. We appreciate it. We love you. Okay. Thank you so much. So like I said, still plenty of stuff to get into. I mean, God, that RFK has to be one of my favorite things that I have seen online in a really long time. I mean, between the RFK bear story and the rubbing your nipples to get ready for your stream with Alinity, we've got some hilarious stories this week. Okay. Kevin just prepped his nipples so he can, get back on my level here. He's just prepping his nipples off screen.
Exactly. Actually on screen. I just didn't have my camera turned on for this. I was recording it for something unrelated.
All right. So if you'll give me a second, Kevin, why don't you talk to the audience? What are we talking about today? I mean, do you have any based Lolcow takes before we get into some of these clips here? I mean, that's probably the next thing we'll look at. So I don't know if that's what you want to talk about.
As much time as you need, Danny. Go ahead. If you got to take a dump, you'll be gone for the next 45 minutes. I can talk shit about Lolcow until the rest of my hair falls out. So go ahead.
It's not very often that I don't take a mid-show shit very often, you know, a mid-show dump very often, but I'm feeling very confident that you can handle the airtime here without me while I fucking just pinch one off. What was it the other day that I was watching Umbrella Academy or whatever, the newest season, and they had some kind of it was something like pinch a loaf for cutting a turd, except it was like more depraved than pinch a loaf. It was kind of like, I'm going to go cut one off or something.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go cut a log or something. I'm like,
what is that? Was it Wings of Redemption that said that? I didn't forget, but you might have forgotten.
All right. Well, quickest shit in the West. I'm going to shit and prep my nipples at the same time. So let's see how that goes. Be right.
For those of you who didn't know, Lolcow Live sucks. It is awful. They continue to manufacture drama for their bullshit clout chasing antics. I believe what we are talking about today will be the Tommy C of it all. The most recent clips that I've seen have shown that Boogie's little liar tattoo is clearly a fake. I think they just had a Sharpie written on his face. And at this point, my theory is that Boogie has just dove back into Francis mode, and Keem is working with him to come up with little things that Boogie can overreact to. This most recent one I saw was a Reddit post that said, because Keem doesn't want to pay Tommy the money that he's owed for the month of July, I think. And so someone said, why don't you pay Tommy out of Boogie's cut? To which Keem was like, oh, this will be a great segment for my show. And Boogie rants and raves and just screams. And thank God, whatever Discord feature it is that mutes someone when they're just eating their microphone, and so you just can't hear anything. So he's just screaming silently. Thank God for that. But, you know, he continues to reveal his true color. The whole thing is disgusting. At this point, I may get a bonus video out for you guys where I'm just doing some more Lolcow reactions, because I really just want to steal as many views from them as possible. I normally wouldn't say this. I normally wouldn't do this. But generally speaking, I hope there are more and more clip channels, because that's how I've been watching it now. I don't even want Lolcow to get my view. They're never going to get a like from me. They're never going to get a sub. But now I watch somebody else's clip to figure out what they've done, because I just want to see this thing die. So it's horrible.
We could stream snipe them. Like, we could watch the stream while they're live. We could go live while they're live. People have done that to us before. I feel like it's only fair, you know. We could go live while they're live, and just people could come here and watch it on our stream.
We just watch it on theirs. Yes, dude. It'll be way more entertaining. We can fill the space where they're doing nothing, which is 80% of the show. This whole thing's a mess. I wish it would die. They lost me completely when they did the fake cancer thing. And the fact that Keemstar would lean into that and continue to milk it the way that they have just should solidify how big of a piece of shit, worthless loser that dude is as well. I can't believe it. The year 2024 has been a year, dude. Now I'm out here siding with Ethan Klein of all people. You've already had me out here agreeing with Hassan once in a while. I can't remember who else, because I black stuff like this out on purpose. But people are out here doing so many crazy, unseemly things that I have to agree with sworn enemies, which just, you know, I love it in like a Metal Gear Solid kind of way. Sorry, I was putting some furniture together last night listening to lore videos, so everything's super poetic to me today. Maybe that's why I woke up angry, Danny.
Maybe. That would make me angry too if I fell asleep to Metal Gear Solid lore. all that political shit that they put in their games. I hope they don't make the new Metal Gear political. I can't believe that shit.
I can see that being a review now after some of those boys reviews. Like, I can't believe, look at this. Who is this Kojima? What's he think doing putting all this political shit in these video games, dude? This is awful.
Biting social commentary. I can't believe they had put that in my damn boys show. Okay. What the fuck? I'm here for superheroes blowing up. Okay. And jerking off and playing with themselves. I don't care about no social commentary bullshit. Get it out of my superhero show. It's like, if you want that fucking bullshit, go watch Marvel, dude. They've got plenty of fucking vanilla ass fucking bullshit over there. Don't be a crybaby and ruin my boys, okay? I like the political commentary, okay? It's actually a reprieve from all your fucking loser ass. I don't want to watch another fucking Red Hulk or whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck, dude? Okay, I like the giant titty monster from The Boys better than I ever liked any Hulk.
See how woke they are? They turned the Hulk red. Can you believe that?
Do you think?
Goddamn.
Do you think the Hulk has to prep his nipples? Do you think the Hulk has to prep his nipples? No, those things come hard, baby. Is this the nipples episode?
Yeah, yep. We had to. We're working our way around the. Can't do poops and butts
Everybody part. Sometime we'll have a belly button episode too. You know,
Ooh,
you ever stuck
everybody can put any or outie in the chat.
There was a girl in high school. Her nickname was Frank the Tank. You can make you can make the assumptions there, but Frank the Tank was the first person to ever say to me, hey, you ever stick your finger in your belly button and kind of move it around and then smell it afterwards? And I was like, what? And then I watched her do it and I wanted to puke. Watching her do it. She smelled her own belly button and it made me sick.
Oh,
there's your belly button episode. Okay.
Wow. That is wow. I don't have much for that one.
Is that sexual harassment too? Just like the nipple thing when the guy told me that if I touch my nipples, it'd be good. Is the belly button?
If she made you smell her finger, then yeah, I think so.
I think that was oh my God, dude. Imagine that. I think I would lose my fucking mind, dude. Like, that's worse than like a wet willy. That's worse than a wet willy, dude. Because a wet willy is one of the most like atrocious things you could possibly do to somebody. Licking your finger and sticking it in their ear, whatever. But if you belly buttoned yourself, stuck your finger and rubbed it around in your belly button and then went like to somebody, like, you know, crossed your finger across the threshold of their nose, I'd end your existence.
Dude, I'd stage a scene to where it looked like a bear riding a bicycle ran you over in Central Park. That's what I'd do.
Set your corpse up in Central Park with a bike ran into it. There's just bullet wounds through your head, but there's a bike sitting next to it.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Clinton team to do it. I'm glad Danny picked up on that.
Oh, wow, people. All right. Do you want to see somebody else fake cancer on Lolcow?
Yeah, of course I do. What else how else would you get content, Danny? What?
This shit is so corny, dude. I feel bad for this guy that they got to do this, honestly. This dingleberry in the bottom left. Like,
what do you think? Should I cover Keem?
You should cover this poor guy that got put on the show, you know, without knowing what he signed up for. Yeah, exactly. Cover him.
We're gonna make us bigger for this one. Hang on.
But no, I do feel bad for this motherfucker that I don't know how much they paid him to come on and act like he had cancer, but it's the cringiest. It's the worst. There's nothing. It's not even funny. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll laugh because we're sitting here and I'm in good company. Maybe I should have watched it with a friend or something, but I did not laugh. When it comes to this fucking weird ass, like, what is this joke? But the guy that they got to play the cancer patient does really fit the part well. I mean, he looks like he probably has cancer. He doesn't. But he could
Jesus,
fool me
what
with
is
the. He looks translucent. This guy's whiter than
I was
I
about
am.
to say, is it like sun cancer? Because I get it, dude. Oh, you know
Melanoma.
what? He's probably one of them vampires too. He didn't know about the welcome mat, Danny.
You
He's
can
been
just come
staying
in,
inside.
buddy.
You can just walk in, dude.
Just I have cancer.
Oh,
So,
man.
anyways,
Give it to me. Give it to me. I deserve it. Give me hell.
all right. I just
Look
want to
at the
start
way
by
you
saying I think
smile.
you're fucking disgusting.
Yep.
I think
So they set this up. The fake cancer patient. Okay, give it to me. Give it to me, dude. Give it to me. Okay. Like they rehearsed this.
He
This
said
is
with a smile. Yeah.
This is a planned bit. Okay. And Boogie's like, give it to me. Give it to me. And the guy says, like, huh, well, you're an asshole. I'm like, who's writing this for you? Okay.
Boogie.
Hire Harles or something to fucking write you some zippy lines or something. What the fuck? He says,
Retweet
give
that.
it to him. And he's like, you're mad. You're mean. You're a mean guy. You suck. What? That's giving it to him, huh? You really hit it out the fucking park with that one. You suck.
This is pathetic. I mean, you know it's fake because Boogie can't take scrutiny on a phone call that he doesn't know at the time will be broadcast. You remember how he freaked out in that CoffeeZilla call? I'm not used to these levels of scrutiny. And but he's going to willingly, oh yeah, give it to me. I want it. I welcome it. Like, no, that's contrived. That's bullshit. I don't know, guys. I really like that Boogie's doing the Francis thing again. Because I don't know, he's just going to keep working himself up and maybe, just maybe, he'll have to quit the show due to health issues because he's not used to getting his heart rate up this often throughout the week. So one way or another, this has to end. We have to get Boogie off of our collective screens. Okay. I'm sick of it. He's disgusting.
Well,
He looks like somebody that Jabba the Hutt shit out. Sorry, I'm just trying to help our actor friend on what he could have done.
Don't stand him up, Kevin. Don't outshine him. Let him deliver some heaters here before you do.
Ooh, okay. I'll bury him after he's done. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
You can come in with the good stuff later.
to lie about such a terrible, like, serious thing.
Yep.
When people have cancer, there's people that actually have cancer. I have it.
Yep.
And I have to go through fucking pain every single day. And you lie about it and you get a little tattoo on your face and you're back on the show. Tell me how that's okay.
It's not the only thing I plan to do. I mean, I did give
no,
pretty much my
take the beanie
what's
off.
yeah.
Take the
Take
beanie
the
off.
beanie off.
Take the
What's
beanie off.
No, because it has to
Because there's hair under there. There's hair under there. You don't got cancer.
No, I have cancer. Yeah. No.
No, you
kind?
don't.
What kind? Fuck off, Boogie. What kind? Is it polysemia vera? Because I know about faking that one. I love that Boogie was about to start talking about the other things he was going to do, because I don't know if it's this show, whatever show. When we were talking earlier about watching bootleg clips, Boogie, when he is told he's not going to get paid, immediately starts saying things about how he's going to go ask for that $4,000 back. And he states verbatim that the only reason he did it was because he thought it would mean he would be back on the show and could continue to get paid from the show. So like at this point, you know, I'm just saying, like, I won't be, there's so many things you can't say when you're doing a live show, Danny, and you just want to, you know, go full Texas justice on an individual. You know, there's a lot of things I would love to say right now. So I will just say this. If I ever hear a story about how Boogie 2988 broke both of his legs slipping in the shower the one time a week, I believe he takes one, just know that I'll be drinking a very cheap bottle of Andre. I think that's the cheapest champagne you can buy. Just know that that's what I'll be doing.
This motherfucker don't stand up in the shower. He's getting sponge baths from that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's not standing up in there.
Yeah, they've got a fucking kiddie pool in the living room that he sits down in while Des fucking rubs him down with the fucking sponges, lathers him up.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about taking a bath. Like he just sits down in the shower like Chris Griffin.
Oh God. Okay, so I totally do have cancer. I can't take off the beanie.
If you don't mind, I'd be curious. What kind?
Prostate. Yeah.
Your age, how old are you?
Splurge for the
Like
cooks.
22, 22. I mean,
That's really rare, man. That's
But
really
I think
rare.
the beanie's on there to hide your hair because you got makeup under your eyes.
No, I don't have to prove anything, man. I don't got to prove anything to you. I don't got to prove anything.
We had a
I-
whole fucking episode
on this
about
show,
Boogie not
people
being able to
prove
prove
everything.
anything.
Yeah, anything you say, you got to prove on this fucking show. We know that for a fact.
No, there's one thing. No, I'm not going to put that out on the internet for people to see that. No, I don't have to prove anything.
You know, then just lift the corner. Just lift the corner. Just show us a little bit bald. It's not a big deal, man.
I can see his hair. I can see his.
No, I don't see it. No, there's nothing there. Fuck.
Like, you guys wrote the bit, Keem or whoever. You guys came up with this joke. And
Good for them for making Boogie the smart one, though, or Wings the smart one. I think that was a good call by the writers.
like they barely tried to pretend that this guy actually had cancer for a second.
They didn't even sell
like
it long enough.
2 seconds of selling it that this guy had cancer before Wings was like, "Oh, take off the beanie." And now Keem is full on, I see his hair. Like, this guy's full of shit. So we
Yeah, they can't
barely
even
escaped
fake
a
it well.
minute. We barely escaped a minute for one of their bits that they fucked.
It's so revealing. Like, they can't even, like, they're not good enough to even sell this bit convincingly. Like, they can't even do the fake drama stuff well. And I don't know. Wings, I'm disappointed in you, man. You were the only one I thought maybe out of this whole group that had any ounce of integrity that might be like, you know what? This really wasn't what I was here for. But no, he doesn't care. He's getting paid. He has said as much. Keemstar has been a piece of shit for as long as he's existed, I think. So, and then of course Boogie. So I don't know, man. These guys suck. I can't wait for their demise. It can't come soon enough for this to just be a remember when Lolcow Live whole situation. I can't wait to look back on this fondly. But it sucks going through it right now. This is worse than World War III. Just the fact that these three get together once a week is way worse than anything the Bilderberg group or the Trilateral Committee could ever come up with.
Lolcow's worse than BlackRock.
Oh yeah. Why do you think Keem's beard is a shiny black upside down pyramid? He's part of BlackRock, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes total sense now.
This shit, man. I'm telling the truth. I got cancer. I don't got to prove shit. All right. Let me tell you what I got. Let me tell you.
Don't need to see a patient portal.
No, I'm not. Nope. Not doing it.
That's
I'm
how
not
the
doing
show
it. There's
works.
one thing I'm not
That's
going
how
to
the show
fucking
works.
share. I'm not going to share. I will share anything else but my fucking medical records, bro.
Time.
Now, this would actually be funny if they busted Boogie's balls throughout this. Like, obviously, they're making jokes about, like, show us your patient portal or whatever. But Boogie gets to, like, act like he's in on the joke with them. Like, they should be memeing on him, not letting him in on the joke. You know what I mean?
He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there. He faked
he's the
fucking
butt.
cancer. They should be making fun of him while he's sitting at home.
He's the butt of the
whining
joke.
on Twitter about how he's going to give up on life. He shouldn't be there getting paid.
They should be humiliating him on the stream instead of letting him in on the joke. Like, it doesn't make any sense when he's sitting there and he's like, yeah. It's like, no, this patient portal, this faking cancer joke is about you, Boogie. It's you. We're making fun of you.
I haven't seen
But
Keem
they
this
lost.
pathetic since the Aiden Ross, that crypto shit stream. Remember when he was kept trying to jump in and make everything about himself and was overacting, being super performative? Like, that was some of the fakest laughing I've ever seen. He's like,
have you heard of Ethan Klein? Hey guys, have you ever heard of Ethan Klein?
Oh my God, this is so funny, you guys. Oh my God.
Now I might be talking like Robert Kennedy for the rest of the show, but that won't be a bit though. I ripped 2 of my vocal cords. I just felt it pop. Did you hear the pop? I need to go to Frank Luger's.
So, of course, the commentary folks don't slack on watching the Lolcow. Okay, they're watching it as they probably are. Lyrics is probably fucking stream sniping these motherfuckers like we were just talking about. He probably goes live when they do. I'm sure.
Good.
But here is Lyrics. I don't know what all this stuff is. Cartoon enjoyer who had sex with Turkey Tom's adult girlfriend. Is that true? I don't know. Has given up his broom and allied with Salvo Pancakes to expose Keemstar. Wow. What a fucking epic collab.
Jesus Christ. What a team up.
I mean, I really think that Salvo could slip into Keemstar's spot and be a good Lolcow live host. Like, he's a Lolcow too. They just have to like make fun of him for his like shit fetish and his piss fetish and his humiliation fetish. Like, they got to lean into that if they're going to bring him on the show. I don't think they have the balls to really bust Salvo's balls, to be honest. I think that they would get walked all over. It'd be embarrassing for them.
Well, and it'd be hard to produce a show when one guy's recording from his car in a parking lot. You think the audio's bad now.
Plus, you gotta like, you gotta worry about him like pulling his dick out or something on stream. It does not really YouTube friendly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. No. You know what? If you want to do that, that's fine with me. Put Salvo on the show and then just have them all put it on their own streaming network. That they just don't go on YouTube anymore. Just put them all. You know what? Actually, get them all in a room that is actually a cleverly disguised rocket and shoot the 4 of them into space for all I fucking care. Just quit putting them on my screens. I'm tired of looking at them. I can goddamn smell Salvo through the screen, and I'm sick of it. All right.
You don't even see him. You can just smell him.
Take a shower, dude. My God. How is that? Why is that your bit? Gross.
The heck is
What up,
going on,
Mama
man?
Creepy?
Are you watching this? I heard that you might have been watching Keemstar. Someone texted me.
I'm watching, and unfortunately, Keemstar is so unlikable. I got to be Team Salvo here over here.
It sounds like Salvo is doing a Salvo impression. Like, I don't know what's going on his end or whatever, but it sounds really strange. It sounds like he it almost sounds like he does he like speaks in a different voice normally than he does when he goes online and does this fucking dumb commentary shit. Like, it's a Salvo impression almost, I feel like.
Well, it's probably because he's using a $20 on brand USB mic that he got on sale from the clearance bin at Walmart. That'd be my guess.
And unfortunately, Keemstar is so unlikable. I got to be Team Salvo here over here because holy shit, he's a complete pussy. This is a temporary truce for the sake of fucking Keemstar, okay, dude. Just, you know, it's just for the sake of they can't be the butt of the joke. It's just so cringe. So yeah,
I think Keemstar should be cool enough to let anybody on this. This fucking show.
Can't, though. He's a complete pussy.
What is
His
this?
ego is so
AM
hurt.
radio?
I think it's anti-content. Like, even this stream, it just goes to show that like Keemstar's not willing to give the best content. Because right now, I mean, Boogie's meltdowns have already been milked. Wayne's meltdowns don't really happen as much. But Keemstar clearly has something where he gets annoyed. Where if you put in Salvo pancakes.
So yeah, I mean, biting commentary there, isn't it, from Lyrics and Salvo?
Dude, I love it. I need more of that show, please.
It's it's funny that these guys will all these commentary dudes like Lyrics or whatever will say like they're cucking the content or whatever. They're scared of content, blah, blah, blah. Like he's saying in that clip there. But then when they do their dumb content, when they do a bullshit joke, when they do a skit that they're trying to pass over on us and make us believe that's real or whatever, everybody's like, it's manufactured drama. What do you fucking people want? Do you want Keemstar and Boogie and them to make fake drama bullshit for you to watch? Or do you not want them to? Like, it feels like they're saying, but like no matter what they do, they're saying one thing or the other. You know what I mean?
Well, people just wanted the Lolcows without Keemstar. He was never supposed to be a part of this. If you remember the original vision, Dark Side Phil, Boogie, and Wings. And just Dark Side Phil alone, with his inability to accept reality or any sort of accountability, probably would have kept that show going forward with its own real drama, like their own real drama and stupidity. If you didn't have Keemstar here pulling the strings, telling Boogie what to do, there might have been some sort of entertainment value in it. I think that's what people were wanting. Why anyone thought this was ever going to be a long-term success is beyond me. Everything that made these people personalities that have been watched is the fact that they're self-destructive. They fuck things up for themselves. They don't stick to anything. They quit on things easily. They have these freakouts. Like, why anyone thought this would be a good show that could last a long time. It wouldn't just be a string of ridiculous moments of people grasping at any sort of relevancy they can get. Like this should have been exactly what we expected. But I don't think, at least I will say, I didn't expect to see this much Keemstar, and I think it would have been a lot better potentially. Maybe not as good for them. Maybe they wouldn't have made as much money, but we would have had a blast if he had just not been involved. And you know, the dark side Phil, as he does, just ruins everything. So you know, that's who's really at fault here, gang.
Keem's only responsibility should have been to let, like you were saying, you let them cook, you let the cows cook. Okay. And then when Boogie finally gets to the point, and this may be every episode, who knows? But when Boogie finally gets to the point, or when Phil, or when Wings, or whoever it is that's on the show gets to the point where they want to leave, that's Keemstar's job. Where they all argue or whatever, and then finally fucking Boogie's like, I quit. Fuck this. I don't want to do it anymore. I fucking quit. Tipples. And he fucking shuts his camera off and gets off.
He doesn't tweak my tipples before the stream.
That's Keemstar's job. Should be his only job, to be like, Boogie, sorry, you can't quit. Like, get back in there, champ. You'll be back in there in a couple days. Like, that should be his only job. I don't want to see his dumb fucking face on the screen every week. He's not funny ever. He's not funny ever. Like, it would be funny if somebody gave him shit. Like, Keem is the easiest person to, like, piss off and trigger and mess with. And all these motherfuckers like Boogie and Wings feel like they're beneath him. Like, he treats them like they're under his boot, and they never challenge him. They never meme on him. They never bust his balls. So get him off the fucking show, dude. What do you need him there for? I feel like you can only have it. If he's going to be on the show, then he needs to be a lolcow and get poked, prodded, and treated like a lolcow, or not. It's one thing or the other.
Bring in a host that's not the boss, right?
I mean, I think it's potentially funny to have the boss be a fuck up too, honestly, and he is naturally. So, like I said, if they would let Keem get fucked with too, and like get memed on too as a cow, then it would be funny. Like, if they design bits where instead of doing a fake fucking cancer bit where Boogie's in on the joke, if Boogie and Wings came up with a bit where we're going to bust Keem's balls today and make him really angry and spurg out on the stream and not involve. I mean, like, at least if you're going to involve him on the joke, he's got to learn how to act or something like this. I don't know. It's just everything about it is
First of all, learn. You said learn. Nobody on that panel is doing any of that anymore. No, and that's the thing. Like, and as you mentioned it, Harles mentioned it, they don't have the stones to go after Keem. He's the boss, and he loves to flaunt that. We've seen that behavior behind the scenes and out in the open. He wants to control these guys. He wants them to sign NDAs and do all this stupid shit. So because Keemstar is who Keemstar is, I don't disagree with you, like, hypothetically, but like that does not exist. There isn't a world where Keem's going to let himself go out there and be a butt of the joke. So if that's the fucking case, bring in somebody who knows how to speak into a microphone, who knows how to transition from one topic to another. It can't be fucking Boogie. It can't be Wings. I thought that was the whole reason Tommy might have been there, but I mean, I have some of the same feedback that, I mean, on this very show, I've been like, can Tommy stop sipping on his vape like a fucking pacifier? Can he stop interrupting people? Like, he doesn't really do a good job there either. I still think the man should be paid. But no, if you're going to do this, bring in a host who can do a decent job as a host, who maybe Boogie and Wings will be confident enough to talk a little shit to. And then that host, who's not the boss, who won't be able to make them shut up, will probably get angry and tell those two idiots about themselves as the frustration mounts up of dealing with these idiots behind the scene. Like, there could be a dynamic there. None of these people are smart enough to put it together. When you leave them to their own devices, they come up with ideas like, let's have two fat guys go shopping together. Yeah, what the fuck? That's your content. That's your fucking genius Keemstar at work.
He's like, what's the most obvious fucking thing we could do? Send two fat guys to the grocery store.
It's the lowest hanging fruit every time with him. He's, dude, I will never dye my beard because I'm afraid of what it's seeping out of the rest of your head. You know?
See,
I
I
what
think
the trade is.
Mama Creepy, I think that Badwick is too even keel, honestly. Like, he would be a too even keel of a host. You need somebody that like I think Kevin is on to it. That like can host a show, so has the ability to do it, but has like a short fused temper. I mean, I think that Tommy could, if Tommy leaned into it more than he does, I honestly feel he could be an ideal host for that show because he just gets irrationally upset and angry with how stupid the two are and then freaks out about it. Fucking puffs his vape and blows smoke everywhere and gets angry. Like, he could do it. I just feel like they didn't play that up enough. They haven't, at least. I guess they can't now because he's fired, right?
Now we got everybody throwing their hat in the ring. You convinced me. I'll do it. I'll do it. You know, let's get a rotation in there so we can see how everybody does. You know, I kind of like that idea because you mentioned Badwick. I want an hour and a half of Super Dave hosting these two. You know, he'd be so nice. He'd be like trying real hard to just be nice to him. The whole, like, that could be funny. I wouldn't want to see a season of it, but give me one episode of that. Hell yeah.
Right. Rotating hosts. That might be a good idea. He might like look into that. I don't know though. Some of these commentary adjacent people that they would get to host the show might make like the most horrible episode of Lolcow possible. Like more like worse than what they could come up with. Some ding dong that they get to come in and sub. Like, Dave is not particularly the person I'm talking about, but like, you know, I could imagine some commentary streamers that they could be like, oh, come in and host, and they just make bomb. They make the worst possible show. Which
yeah, but to me, I think that's part of the draw, right?
Yeah,
because you don't know if you're getting a good show or if you're getting a clip farm or if you're just getting a fucking train wreck that you can't look away from. But either way, it won't have an impact on next week's episode. Like, if I come in all sabotage ready and try to bomb it, like, okay, yeah, you might have one horrible episode, but people are going to be talking about it. And then you have another host the very next week that won't be that person. Have Chris Chan host one. See, like, look at this. Come on, team. Let's go, dude.
Seriously, if Keffels can interview Chris Chan, then certainly the Lolcow podcast can have Chris Chan as a host. It's like the same caliber of integrity there, right? Keffels, Lolcow, you know. It's not like
dude, no one at Lolcow can spell integrity, so you're off to a great start. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they could get Chris Chan, they could get Onision. Imagine an Onision.
Chris Hansen. You know, he'll do anything for a paycheck
the whole time.
Oh, apparently Christine Weston Sonichu Christ already said no. Can you imagine getting turned down by a person who literally goes out and scoops rocks out of their driveway to sell them online? That's how hard up Christine is for money, and even she won't go onto Lolcow Live. Ridiculous. Shoe Nice, give me that.
Would be a good one. Yeah, like Kevin said though, for an episode, like I couldn't take a fucking if Shoe Nice was a regular guest, like the only way Shoe Nice could be a regular guest on Lolcow is if they just had him in a portion of the screen and he's like constantly doing something. You know how like they do these TikToks where it'll have somebody on a podcast on one half of it, like saying something stupid. And on the other half, it's like kinetic sand or it's like fireworks or something to give you something to actually look at. Like that would be the Shoe Nice for Lolcow. They've got him in the corner and he's like eating glue or whatever while the actual show is going on. And he's like for the people that have low attention spans.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, you just have him kind of like how Ethan has that one kid from Norway or whatever. And it's just an iPad, you know, where they cut to this iPad every once in a while. And
they
it's
moved
like
him to America
He's
finally.
like, boy, I love chocolate. I love my dog, or whatever they do.
They actually paid for him to come to America. They stopped being cheap.
Oh, they finally could afford that?
Yeah, they finally made enough money over
Why
there.
do they do that weird wide angle where they're like, hey, just so you know, all these people you thought had their own room, it actually looks like a content farm out of China over there.
Yeah,
Sorry, anyway,
it's like
it's weird.
It's like what? It doesn't give you classic. It doesn't feel like you're at a late night TV studio or something when it zooms back. It looks like when they zoom back into that wide angle, it looks like one of those like phone call and donation things.
Yeah, it looks like an Andrew Tate operation. I was like, what the fuck is this, Ethan?
It's like they got people calling in to donate their fucking their members chats or whatever.
Yeah, how much do I have to donate for you to let Starkill out of his cube? You know, Jesus.
So let's watch this. Let's get back to Lolcow. Okay. Keemstar on Lolcow claimed that Tommy C wanted to scam Keem out of a month's pay. Wait, I don't know if Samuel wrote this correctly. Let me read it again. Keemstar on Lolcow Live claimed that Tommy C wanted to scam Keem out of a month's pay that he didn't work. I don't know. I don't like how he worded this here. This was followed up by Boogie finding out he wouldn't be paid in a totally real and not overreacted way. So it seems like Samuel is giving the same commentary here that we were earlier. These guys could not act their way out of a paper bag.
Pathetic.
All right, let's listen.
Wanted to scam me for a month that he didn't work. It's insane. But anyhow, talking about fucking scams, a Reddit user put out, pay Tommy out of Boogie shares. He doesn't deserve to make money off of his cancer lies and scamming people, which we 100% are doing that.
You're
not.
Is
No, you're
Keemstar's
fucking
microphone
not.
blowing out?
Jordy, did you hear what he just fucking
Wings
said?
stepping all over it.
But that we're taking your money. We are taking your money.
I love that's how dysfunctional these fuckheads are, though, for real, dude. He like Keemstar. I think I was talking to you about this the other day. Like Keemstar sets this up, and it's like he actually does a good convince. Like he's funny. Like I thought that this whole natural progression of this conversation was funny. He's like, we're absolutely gonna do that, and even though he hits the soundbite or whatever, it's like, all right, whatever. Like I actually thought it was funny for a second, but then immediately you've got Wings just killing it. He's like, Keem, for some reason your sound's just like blowing out here, man.
And it's like you knew, and you could this, they worked this out ahead of time. Like there's a time and a place. To not just step on, like just shut up, Wings. And then he's like, oh, what? We take more money? We are taking your money. It's like, I thought you just said you couldn't hear him. You know, you just said what? You were just working on the audio. Again, like they can't deliver it. They don't know how to make anything look believable.
And like
because of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Okay, look it up.
Like Boogie, his acting isn't very good, obviously, but he's at least convincing enough here. Like getting upset about it, that if they didn't ruin the joke already, that they could have kept going. But obviously, it's off the rails now. We're totally off the rails now. But
Jordy, did you hear what he said?
No, man, I just said his audio was scuffed. Oh, what do you mean you're taking my body? Y'all couldn't rehearse this. You do one thing all week. You know, man.
They don't have time to rehearse. This is already too much time of Keemstar's time. He don't have no time to rehearse.
That's true. Yeah.
Plus, he's got like, I'm sure that Brantley's attention span is like this. Like he's only got a matter of an hour or two break from, playing action figures with her or whatever. All right. Sorry, Brantley. We love you.
You're fucking joking, right? That's a bit.
No, you can't. You can't get paid in the month of August for faking cancer. Are you serious?
Yeah. This is where they lost the joke for me. This is where they lost the joke for me. This is where I was like, damn it, man, I'm out now. I'm out. I was in and now I'm out. Because Keem has to say whatever the fuck he just said. Are you serious? I would pay you for the month of August after you just faked cancer? It's like, couldn't you have said something else? Man, dude. Man, you guys need to do a better job at preparing these bits because you ruined it. It's just not funny anymore. You cucked it. like he
It's awful.
explained it. I don't know. It's just
It wasn't going to be funny in the first place, in my opinion. Like, you've already gotten, to me, you've gotten more than enough, way more than what you should have gotten out of the whole Boogie cancer thing. So the fact that you're even coming back to this well is ridiculous. But no, it's not even fun. If you're going to do it well, man. This whole thing sucks, Boogie. Just start screaming, Boogie, so I can make fun of you.
Start preparing your nipples for the stream, Boogie, okay?
Yes, I'm fucking serious, dude. You tried to buy me off of the show. You fucking fired me. We tore up that fucking contract. Team, I donated $4,000 of my money to charity. My bank account's pretty much at fucking zero right now. I don't even have enough to get through this fucking month. What's going to happen to me on August fucking 1st, team?
Hopefully you get
What's happening to me on
evicted and
August
go
fucking 1st?
homeless because you're a pathetic loser who deserves to be homeless. I would argue that the majority of the homeless people in America would be better suited in your home than you are, Boogie. You deserve to face a real, true struggle for once in your life. I don't believe any of the bullshit stories you've told us about your past, your history, the alleged abuse. I think to you, not being allowed to have a second Twinkie after dinner would be viewed as abuse to a young Stephen Williams. I think you're a pathetic waste of human existence. Every single one of us is just a fragment of God experiencing itself through the universe. And I just can't imagine how badly they want to cut off the crusty pinky toenail that is Boogie. Like, can you imagine that being that he's a part of all of us in a weird, disgusting way.
You should have been that guy on there faking cancer and then starting to cuss at Boogie for faking cancer.
I would have never done it, but if you're gonna bring somebody in, at least maybe make sure they have something worked up.
Kevin's already bald too. He didn't have to fake the hair thing. He's bald.
Thank you. You know? Sorry if I slapped anything.
That's like stolen valor almost. They're talking about this fucking vice presidential candidate, Tim Walz, dude, with the stolen valor. Talk about stolen valor, okay? They got a fake bald to go on Lolcow Live instead of a real fucking bald, okay? That's a fucking crime, if you ask me. You can't even get a real fucking bald on here to fake having cancer, okay? It's not that hard. There's plenty of us. There's tons of fucking underpaid bald actors out there that would love to come on Lolcow Live and fake having cancer.
I would know because we meet every Wednesday after work in a Zoom happy hour kind of deal.
You're not supposed to tell people about that, okay?
Oh, whoops. Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm sorry, wait, wrong meeting.
All right, let's hear some of more of their dumb joke, okay?
My mortgage is due. My health insurance is due. No, there's no fucking calming down.
Calm down.
Are you fucking full of shit?
Boogie, it would be incredibly unethical for you to get paid on our best month ever because you faked cancer.
Yeah, explaining it makes it so funny.
How does it make even... What is he even saying? How does it even make any sense? He's like, do they get paid differently based on how well they do? Maybe, I guess. Like,
well, they all made more money. The show was dying before Boogie faked cancer, and they all definitely views went up. I'm sure subs went up. All those donos that they were forcing him to read, like, so I'm sure their money is up right now. Absolutely. But the part from that I hate, Danny, is what Keem is saying is the literal reason why he should not be paid, and we all know they're actually going to fucking pay him. So it's just this weird thing. Keem wants to somehow act like he has some like moral high ground here. Yeah, he's like virtues. Thank you. Yeah, to the audience, as if he's not the fucker behind the scenes orchestrating all of this, and he hasn't been a part of it the whole time, and as if he's not also profiting off of someone lying about cancer. Like, he is right there in the knee deep in the shit with Boogie, somehow thinking that he has the high ground. Anakin, it's so wild to me. He had to have been slurping some of those brainworms directly out of Robert Kennedy's ears.
That is hilarious. I guess I never really talked it out like that, you know. Boogie might be the one. I mean, if anything, Boogie has more integrity. We were talking about integrity earlier. than the rest of them, because he's at least the one that comes out and has the balls to be the one to fake the cancer or whatever while they're like manufacturing this drama in the background. Keemstar just gets to make all of the money and then control where all the money goes from
And pretend he's
Boogie
not on
faking
board.
cancer. Yeah. Like he gets to be the enlightened one and control who gets the money from the pot, profiting from fake cancer.
That's what happens when you sip 2 jewels at the same time. You start losing brain power at a rapid rate, and you start thinking things like this plan here that we've seen put in place.
It's starting to look like I just dressed up like Rakita today for no reason. I guess I just came, looking good today.
We'll get to it. All right, let's pivot off of the Lolcows.
No, check this out though. I showered like right before the show or whatever. I just kind of do it to wake myself up or whatever. And I was already planning on being Rakita today for when we talked about the beast stuff, but I didn't feel like putting actual pants on. So I'm wearing
Let's go.
Gym shorts with this. Is this good? Is this a good look?
Hang on a sec. There we go. That's what we need.
Is this a good one? Yeah. Woo! Vote for me, motherfuckers.
Dude, those shorts are short enough for me to slap that Brazzers logo over it again. I can't wait. Let's go.
These are the same shorts, probably. Oh, all right. Let's finish this clip and then we'll get out of here. Okay. Boogie.
Away. No, I already gave the money away. I was hoping to get some of it fucking back, but I already donated $4,000 of that fucking paycheck to fucking charity. It's already in a fucking cancer charity's fucking hands. Now what am I supposed to fucking do? What am I supposed to fucking do? I have a $2,000 mortgage.
Be hungry in a Walmart parking lot for all we care. We don't care what you do. You paid that money to make up for a horrible thing you did, you disgusting fuck. No one cares about you. No one cares if you're going to go hungry. God forbid you not be able to order double stacker fucking quesadillas from Taco Bell. Maybe you'll have to go to a Save-A-Lot and buy some frozen dinners for once.
Boogie can't go hungry. You got to tell me
it's not possible. He's got months.
It's impossible for him to go hungry. I think I was telling you about this too when we were talking about this clip, how I love, like, Wings tries to subtly laugh almost. Like you can tell that he's on the verge of busting out laughing like the entire time, but he kind of like holds himself. He doesn't really let it out, He's kind of like sitting here the whole time trying not to laugh. If you watch him, he'll smile real big, but he's like not going to let one out. He just won't.
I think Wings knows better, man. He knows. He's like, it wouldn't take much looking into my history for these folks to have a bunch of shit to go in at me about. He probably knows at some point he's next. They won't be able to milk this Boogie thing forever. So soon, I wouldn't be surprised if Keemstar hires someone to start going on their Reddit and sharing old cringe Wings clips so that he can be forced to go out here and explain some of the things that he said, some of the times that he maybe has scammed his audience over medicinal procedures. I don't know. Maybe he's just like, I'm just glad they're not talking about me.
Here, that's exactly what's going through his head when he's sitting here listening.
I have health insurance. I have fucking electric. You want me to be on this show? I have to have fucking lights. I have to have... Fuck, am I gonna pay for it? I'll send you a fucking screen cap. I'm like fucking...
Oh, all of a sudden he's got no problem sharing personal information again. Remember that?
Dude, calm down.
This is...
No! Wanted to scam me.
I wonder if his mic is
Harald,
actually cutting out when he's like screaming like that, or if he's like tapping mute or whatever on his mic to make it seem like he's screaming so loud.
He's doing the Michael Scott, where he's like, what do you mean? I think Jim is... I think he'd be a great fit for this job.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. No, I think it's probably just got a cap and he is, eating / screaming into it. And so it's like, oh yeah, we're not, this clearly can't be the intended audio. So let's block that out.
Sleek says, "Why can't I see the tattoo?" Yeah, that's a good question. That is a good question. I wonder what happened to that tattoo.
I, for one, can't wait for the Boogie homeless arc. I will be. Maybe we will go Cooks, right? I think that was it Steffi? Somebody told me to upgrade to the Cooks champagne. I'm gonna get a bottle. I'm gonna keep it ready to go. Keep it chilled at all times.
Keep it chill.
Can't be
That's
long.
what we do. That's what we do. Keep it chill. I don't yell at all. I don't freak out until my mic cuts out on the Clout Route podcast. I never yell.
I want you to find a damn soul.
All right. So Pest in the chat first. Nice to see you, Pest. Thank you for watching. Joshua Putman. You shouldn't wish homelessness on Boogie considering you've been in a bunch of different living situations, Kevin.
Yeah, he's saying, I can't don't throw stones if you live in a homeless house, is what he's saying.
You got Joshua Putman at the top. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you, Josh.
Hope you have a great day as well.
Yeah, have a great one, man. Harl's reminding us about TV Land. Nice to see you, Harls. You got V-Dub up here. Nice to see you, V-Dub. Thank you for watching, my friend, and being around. We appreciate you. Shadow Humor in the chat. Shouts out to Shadow.
It could be Ninja.
Wow. They need to hire me for some of those. If there's any animated cartoon shows out there, Nickelodeon or whatever, that need somebody to do some improvised music, I would love to throw my hat in the ring. You know what I mean? Ching chong, ching chong.
Ting 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 ting. I'm in.
Let's see. As I am scrolling through here, Sleek the Geek, Keem's high beams are always on. You've got Headbug. I arrived at Nipple Talk. You've got loser ass Peggy, who comes to our show and watches for some reason. You fucking tiny dick loser.
What? Who is that?
Suck my balls, Peggy, you fucking weirdo freak.
Oh,
let's see as we go through.
Nice. Be sure
Victor
to hit the like
Burns.
button on the way out.
He already did, of course. Victor Burns. Bro, how did I just come into a room on her nipples? And I have nipples. Milk me.
That was me. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? There was no bad time to join the show, is what I'm seeing from chat. That no matter when you joined in, it was quite a moment.
That's right. Thank you, Victor. Nice to see you, Victor. Man, I hope we're still winning over there on that wrestling tournament. I haven't watched in a while. I'll have to tune in.
Ooh, you know what? I know
I want
what
to
I'm
see
doing
me
after this.
choke slam a motherfucker. That's how I feel today.
We got to do that. Maybe that'll be the next bonus video. I'm going to do a react to us winning the titles, baby. Let's go.
You got Bed Tundy saying hi. Nice to see you, Bed Tundy. Why does that one look familiar to me?
Yeah. Looks like he's charming. Looks like the last guy you'd expect to do anything heinous.
Hot guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What a
could
looker.
get with that. Shadow says I look like I'm going to a UFC fight after this. That's actually what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, surprise! You guys thought it was me going for that spot. It's actually Danny. Danny's coming for you, Joe.
I just want to get slammed through a fucking wooden table, really. That's all I'm looking for.
As God is my witness, he is one scrambled egg.
Kanga slept in, but was here. We appreciate you, Kang. You can sleep in. That's fine. We're here for you either way. You can always watch us after you sleep, you know?
Rewatch gang.
You got Steffi in here. Dark. She turned in on something dark.
Whoopsies.
I can only imagine what we said there.
Sorry about that.
Thanks for tuning in, though, Steffi. Nice to see you. Is there anybody we missed here? Mama Creepy. We sleep in over on the West Coast. That's what the
right.
Tuesday show's for, okay? And we will be here on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Perfect time for our West Coasters to tune in. Okay.
Catch a little mid-afternoon clout route for you. Get you through the end of that work day.
That's right. Tuesdays suck more normally, Tuesdays are a pretty uneventful day for the week. So the fact that Clout Route is on in the evening on Tuesdays should excite everyone. In fact, I encourage everyone to prep their nipples before Tuesday's show, and you'll be really excited.
Yeah, got some love in the chat all the way through. Can we watch you while you sleep? Well,
that if you guys want to donate for a sleep stream, I'd be perfectly happy to oblige.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know about that.
We'll have to put those text to speech things on so they can like wake us up with weird shit.
That would be good because I have some very vivid nightmares. You guys might be able to pull me out before it gets too weird. Yeah.
Oh, all right, folks. Well, we appreciate you all for being here. Even the haters. We love the haters, baby. Thanks for tuning in.
Love the energy. Positive,
Just the
negative.
numbers.
Don't
Good
give
people
a
on
shit.
both sides, okay?
Love me or hate me, your energy will sate me. That's what I always say. Say it every night before bed.
Oh, all righty, folks. Thank you so much. This has been your morning show. Take it easy. Take it squeezy like a glass of orange juice. Right? That's breakfast. Right?
Oh, love some orange juice. Got some
We
right
love-
here in this cup.
We love